Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell.
Welcome everybody to a very revealing show, The Masked Singer.
I know exactly who this is. God.
What is up, everyone? I'm Chris Knight, and you are watching The Real Review 3000 here with another episode of Unmasking the Masked Singer. Well, let's talk about episode 8, people. There was mystery, there was spark, little island music, all sorts of stuff, guys. And let's be honest, it helped confirm my guesses 100%. That I'm pretty sure I'm not going to change them after I change one little thing today. But let's go over the recap first. Up first, Queen Cobra. Again, we had to decipher how many people are a part of this mask. Is it 1? Is it 3? Is it 4? Is it 6? Is it 500? Probably not 500. Let's just be honest. I actually think that there's 3 people here. I think there was 3 distinct voices featured on this song. Queen Cobra performed "I Say a Little Prayer for You" by Aretha Franklin, and this time I am sure that it is more than that one person. Like I said, 3 distinct voices. I'm pretty sure I heard that, and that leads me to believe that I do know who the Queen Cobras are. Pretty sure. And we'll talk about that here in just a minute. Up next was Space Bunny singing "All Night Long" by Lionel Richie. Now, this was the perfect song for Space Bunny to sing, and I'm sure it helped his cause at the end of the show with the voting. If there's voting, I'm sure that helped. Now, ultimately, I believe that Space Bunny was much better than who did get voted off. So I don't think that was a problem. But I really think this is the perfect song for him. Space Bunny did start off, it was a little lackluster at first, but it got better and better and better. Now, I've seen Lionel Richie perform this live several times, and every time I've thought that it's just got so much energy. So this was a really good song choice, and for the voice of this person, it was perfect, I thought. So the third singer up was Baby Mammoth, who sang the Shoot Shoot song "It's in His Kiss" by Cher. Now, in the first performance that the Baby Mammoth had, I thought I caught a little bit of the person behind the mask was a little out of breath, and I know it's a big costume, lots going on there, so I can understand that. But in this performance, I thought I heard it a lot more. And even though she struggled for breath control and some other stuff there, I do think she did a decent job. And basically, her voice gives her away, people, just like Space Bunny. And Space Bunny and Baby Mammoth, those 2 voices, absolutely 1000% give away who these people are. Again, get to that here in just a second. Now, last but certainly not least was Prince. Now, he sang "Lay Me Down" by Sam Smith, and I have to say that I may not know a lot about who I guessed this to be, but my research kind of makes me believe that I'm right. And nothing about this has changed, because when I listen to the singer, again, that voice confirms it for me. So I have to say that I'm probably not going to change my guess on that. Now, I'm also positive this competition will come down to Queen Cobra, Cobras, and Prince. I don't think that this is even close. As much as I love Space Bunny, I think it's an inventive and cool costume, and I love this performer who I think is behind that mask. I don't think they have what it takes to push past Queen Cobras and Prince. I just don't think they did. But, with all that said, let's get to the mega clues, and I'll let you know if I think I should change anything here. So, first off, the first performers were Queen Cobra. Their mega clue was a giant heart that said "Be Mine" with two smaller hearts. Now, I think that's a reference more to the point of there being three of them. I don't know if there's some other reference to it, but because all the other stuff last week led me to say things about In Vogue, and even though I think it's Cindy that I mentioned, Cindy Heron, I am pretty sure now that it's not just her. I think it's In Vogue. Now, In Vogue originally had 4 members, and they've had a couple other people come in and out of it, but they're down to 3. And it's a 3-member group, and I think that lines up with everything. The three hearts. Like I said, I don't know if the "Be Mine" means anything with the B and the period. I'm sure it does, but we'll have to see. But I'm leaning more to that 3 hearts, meaning 3 people. All the clues from last week led to In Vogue. I'm going now, instead of just Cindy Heron, to In Vogue. That's who I think it is now. I am going with In Vogue. And I said last week that it may be In Vogue. And I think this week confirmed that it's In Vogue, the group, and not just a single person. Up after her was, of course, Space Bunny. I said it last week. I'm not going to even go into this. His mega clue was the barbell with 500 pounds on it. And he says, "I've been working out," and talks about knocking out the competition. I'm not really sure how this absolutely gets down to Shaggy, other than I'm sure he does work out, and I'm sure some other things. Maybe he has a workout series now. I have no clue. His music is upbeat. It could work. I have found some workout videos that use a lot of Shaggy online. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm still going, like we talked about with RoboPine. It took forever to figure out RoboPine until he just got down to it and said the voice gives him away. The voice is where I'm going with this. It sounds like Shaggy. I saw the Shaggy dog in the clues. I just don't think it's anybody but Shaggy. I can't change my mind on this now because I have sold myself on the thought that if the voice sounds like someone, and Shaggy has such a distinct voice, like Tyrese had, this has to be Shaggy. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, up after Baby Mammoth, or Space Bunny, was Baby Mammoth. Now, the mega clue was a bird cage that said "Danger Wild Animals" on it. Now, I guessed last week Christy Alley. The clue, the silver medal, the 2 silver medals, and the fact she's been on 2 celebrity competitions that she's lost. The It Takes 2 clue, the cheer megaphone for cheers, all of that stuff. But the birdcage kind of gives it away, and the wild animals on it. She talked about, I believe wild animals should be free and stuff. Well, she's a big supporter and helps with charities surrounding the real ringtail lemurs. And I think that just led him, I guess, more. And yeah, I wouldn't have changed it from Christy Alley last week. And as you know, that's who got voted off, and it was Christy Alley. So we know it was Christy Alley, and we'll get to that here in just a minute. But I was right about that. Now, last up was Prince. I said Cheyenne Jackson. Like I said, there's tons of 80-ish clues that and Broadway type clues that lead me to believe that he was part of the original cast of Xanadu. And I thought that really just lends to that, so I started looking into it. And then I found out, when you see Jamie Lee Curtis, that he's going to be in a movie called Borderlands with her. So I thought that was a good thing. But then this clue comes up, the mega clue with the luggage. Well, if you're on Broadway, and especially if you're on a smaller Broadway production like Xanadu was, or at least I think it was a smaller one compared to some, they take these groups sometimes and they do travel a lot. And I'm assuming, since he's a stage performer, that he does travel a lot. So to me, it doesn't change anything on my guess. And his voice, again, that voice, it works really well, because I've listened to him sing online, and I think it just goes right to Cheyenne Jackson. So I'm not changing that guess anything. If anything, the only real change I had was changing it from a single person to In Vogue. All this other stuff lined up exactly the way it should, and it only confirmed my guesses for all 4. And like I said, ultimately at the end of the show, Baby Mammoth got voted off. It was Christy Alley. That voice, her voice is just so distinct. And I really thought it was kind of cool that she did this. And I know she's been kind of controversial. If anything, there's been a couple controversial people on this season. I don't know if that's helped the show at all, but I think it kind of at least gave them a chance to kind of put themselves in a better light, perhaps. So let's go over who's been voted off, and we'll talk about how many we've gotten right and how many we've gotten wrong. Episode 1, of course, Duff Goldman, McTerrier, no guess because it was a first appearance. Episode 2 was Joe Buck. That was Ram. That was the correct guess. That's who we said it was. Episode 3, Jorge Garcia from Lost. We said Michael Roker for Cyclops. So we were wrong. And I still, just like Baby Alien, I still just really get chapped over that because it worked so well for Michael Roker. Anyways, Jordan Malata, that's who Thingamabob was. That was a correct guess. Episode 4, Christy Brinkley Lemur was no guess, first appearance. Episode 5 was Penn and Teller in the Hydra costume and the mask, and that was a correct guess by us. Episode 6, Dwayne Dog the Bounty Hunter Chapman. Armadillo was the mask he was under, and that was a correct guess by us. Also, Jennifer Holliday as Miss Teddy. That was a correct guess by us also. That was the finale for Group B. The first episode of Group C was Rudy Giuliani as Jack in the Box. Now, I didn't make an official guess on this one. I did say, though, I believe, of all the things we saw, that it would be Jack in the Box, and it would be in the first episode of Group C that we would see Rudy Giuliani. And so I was right, but I'm not going to count that as a right guess because, like I said, on all the other ones, I go off no guess on the first appearance. So I'm not going to count that because I'm going to stick by how I handle this stuff. So no guess because it's the first appearance, but it was Rudy Giuliani and Jack in the Box. Episode 8 was Christy Alley in Baby Mammoth. That was a correct guess. That leaves us with 6 right guesses, 1 wrong guess. Guys, let me know if you think I'm right on Group C. We're going to get rid of 2 people. I think we're definitely getting rid of Space Bunny. And then after that, man, it's tough. I'm going to say, I know that In Vogue has just started the mixtape tour, so I'm going to say it's probably In Vogue to help promote the mixtape tour. So I think it'll be Space Bunny and In Vogue gone. Let me know what you think. Put that stuff down in the comments below. And remember, we're here next Tuesday for the finale. We're going to talk about the finale next week, and we might do one more after that to talk about who got voted off and who won. But Unmasking the Masked Singer, guys, you guys have been great this season. I appreciate it very much. But I am Chris Knight. This is The Real Review 3000. I'm officially out of here.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and The Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach the Ego, use the Twitter handle @TheEgo5150. We would like to thank the generous members of The Real Review 3000. Those members are JJ, aka Sith Lord 3827, Anzo of Bigger Ford Entertainment, Yvette, Sean Stackhouse, Captain Trek, Jesse Richie, and Abraham Morales. Thank you for your support and donations that help us at The Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For information on how to become a member, click the join button below.